In the battle of smartphone specs, one number always seems to steal the spotlight: megapixels. In 2025, phone manufacturers are racing to slap that magical 200MP label on their latest camera modules, promising insane detail, cinematic quality, and professional-grade photography right from your pocket. But here's the million-dollar question: does 200MP actually mean better photos, or is it just another shiny marketing hook? Let's break down the megapixel myth once and for all. At first glance, 200 megapixels sounds jaw-dropping. That's 200 million pixels in a single image. For context, your 4K TV only displays around 8.3 million. A 200MP photo holds enough resolution to cover a billboard and still be cropped down for Instagram. Sounds like a win, right? Well, not so fast. Because while numbers don't lie, they often don't tell the full story either. Especially in photography, let's start with what 200MP actually does. A sensor capable of capturing a 200MP image collects an enormous amount of detail. If you're shooting in perfect lighting with a steady hand or a tripod, you could theoretically zoom in several times and still retain sharpness. But how often are you really blowing up your vacation selfie into a 30-foot banner? In reality, 99% of smartphone users will never use the full resolution. Most phones with 200MP sensors actually default to taking 12MP or 16MP photos using pixel binning, where 16 smaller pixels are merged into one larger, more light-sensitive pixel to improve image quality in low light. That means your 200MP monster is actually acting like a 12MP camera most of the time. Then there's the sensor size. A 200MP camera sensor doesn't automatically mean it's better than a 50MP one. What matters just as much is the size of the sensor and the size of the individual pixels. Smaller pixels struggle to gather light, especially in dim conditions. So unless your 200MP sensor is physically huge, which most smartphones can't accommodate due to size constraints, you may end up with noisy or washed-out night photos compared to a lower MP sensor with bigger pixels. And don't forget the lens quality, image processing, and software algorithms. You can have a 200MP sensor, but if the lens is average or the image processing is aggressive, you'll still get soft edges, artificial skin smoothing, or blown-out highlights. That's why phones like the iPhone or Google Pixel, with only 48MP or 50MP cameras, can still beat 200MP Android rivals in real-world photo quality. Their secret? Computational photography. Night mode, HDR, deep fusion, and AI-powered scene optimization often matter more than megapixels alone. Still, 200MP isn't useless. For professional users, mobile photographers, or creators who frequently crop images or print large, it's a great feature. If you're shooting landscapes, cityscapes, or product photography in good light, the extra resolution does provide stunning clarity. You can capture intricate textures on a building, read signs in the background, or preserve fine hair detail in portraits. But if you're snapping a quick pic of your lunch, or taking a selfie in a club, those 200 million pixels won't save you from blur or grain. And then there's storage. A full resolution 200MP photo can easily weigh 40MP or more. Multiply that by 100, and you've eaten through several gigabytes in no time. That's why most phones don't encourage users to shoot at full resolution unless they specifically toggle it on. Cloud backups, editing software, and even social media uploads struggle with files that large, often compressing them back down and negating the benefit entirely. So why are brands pushing 200MP so hard? Simple: marketing. It's an easy number to sell. It sounds powerful, futuristic, elite. It taps into our instinct that bigger is better. And to be fair, it does have real advantages when used correctly. But the catch is that most users don't shoot in a controlled studio or obsess over pixel-level detail. They want great photos that look good fast, not museum-quality prints. That's why camera systems are evolving beyond just megapixels. In 2025, we're seeing a smarter approach to smartphone photography. Yes, there are phones with 200MP sensors like the Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Xiaomi 15 Pro Max, but they're pairing it with other innovations. Variable aperture, stacked sensors, multi-lens fusion, and AI-enhanced processing. The goal isn't just more pixels, it's better pixels. Let's talk examples. The Galaxy S25 Ultra boasts a 200 MP ISO Cell HP3 sensor, but its real strength is its ability to switch dynamically between modes. It uses pixel binning to shoot 12.5 MP by default, improving light sensitivity, while giving users the option to shoot in 50 MP or 200 MP Pro RAW when needed. That's flexibility. On the flip side, the iPhone 17 Pro Max sticks with a smaller resolution sensor, but relies on smart HDR, advanced neural image processing, and a killer lens array to consistently deliver lifelike, balanced photos without needing 200 MP bragging rights. Meanwhile, up-and-comers like the Nothing Phone 3 and Oppo Find X7 Pro are taking a hybrid approach, pairing high MP main sensors with ultra-widespread and telephoto lenses, prioritizing software processing and color accuracy. These brands are betting on experience, not just numbers. But perhaps the biggest revelation of 2025 is that more users are starting to understand the megapixel myth. Camera marketing is being called out more frequently. People want to know about real-world results, how the phone performs in low light, how fast it focuses, how accurate the skin tones are, not just pixel math. Influencers and tech reviewers are putting phones through more rigorous blind tests. And guess what? The gap between a 50 MP shot and a 200 MP one is often indistinguishable once it hits your Instagram feed or is compressed on your phone screen. So what does this all mean for you, the buyer? Don't get hypnotized by megapixel counts. Ask the real questions. What's the aperture? How big is the sensor? Is the image processing AI reliable or overcooked? Does it shoot consistently well across all three lenses? Can it handle motion, contrast, and night scenes? If you're a creator or photography enthusiast who wants full control, sure, go for the 200 MP beast and enjoy the editing flexibility. But if you're the average user who wants clean, balanced, share-worthy shots with zero effort, a lower MP phone with great optimization might serve you even better. In the end, photography isn't about specs, it's about moments. And whether those are captured in 12 MP or 200 MP, what matters most is how those photos feel, not how many millions of pixels they contain. Ready to ditch the megapixel hype and choose a camera phone that actually delivers? Don't fall for marketing traps. Check out our next video where we visually compare 200 MP vs 50 MP shots under real-world conditions. You won't believe which phone comes out on top. Subscribe now and click that bell so you don't miss it.